Ah, that looks so pretty. Like you're under the most perfect lighting that Earth can provide you with. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Alatorre. Join the family and hit that subscribe button. I am super amped today because I just had a nice hot cup of matcha. But that's not the reason why I'm super amped. I am partnering with Fenty Beauty today. You guys know Riri herself. I feel like she hand selected me. I don't know if she did, but I'm gonna tell myself that she did. I'm so excited to be partnering with them. I think the brand is so awesome, so cool, very inclusive, and they've launched some really cool items, and I've actually been wearing them a lot, and anytime I wear them on Instagram stories, I get asked a ton of questions. The snap shadows being one of them. Let me just show you guys all of them really quick. This is number 1, True Neutrals. I wore this on Instagram stories. Let me know if you guys want a tutorial. It was pretty much like my go-to everyday look in a nice little compact palette. Number 2 is Cool Neutrals. Number 3 is Deep Neutrals. We have an awesome pop of pink with number 4, Rose. Number 5, we have Peach. 6 is Smoky, which is currently on my eyes. I paired the Unlikely duo together, number 6 with number 8, the Pastels. And then number 7, which I skipped over, has the most beautiful shade of mustard in it. I love mustard eyeshadows. Don't knock it till you try it. Is number 7, Cadet. Look at that. Ooh, I might have to use this one in a tutorial. I also used the new Full Frontal Mascara, which you also saw on my stories. Fly Pencil, the creamiest, blackest eyeliner that will ever grace your waterline. All used in this eye look. I was just really inspired by the variety of colors in the snap shadows. I mean, I think you guys are gonna love it. So if you wanna see how I got this look, just keep on watching. We're gonna get started with the eyes today, and along with the exciting new launches from Fenty Beauty, they also sent this gigantic package with a huge mixture of their products. So I'm gonna dabble in a couple new items today. I can always feel the rogue chia seed. I gotta stop eating chia pudding before filming these videos. So the first product I'm gonna try, I tried it off camera just to test run this eyeshadow look, and honestly the shadow did not budge. It was the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer that I used as a base. So I'm gonna go ahead and swipe that onto my lids and then just blend it out with my fingertip. On top of that, I'm gonna take a very small amount of the same foundation I'm gonna be using on my face. I'm finally gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I've had this for a while now and keep meaning to use it in New Beauty and just realize it's no longer a New Beauty because it's been out for a while now. But I love it, especially if you have dry skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit of this to the brow bone and outer area just so that there's no disconnect between the skin and the parts of the eye that don't have eyeshadow on it when I go to do my foundation. Dust this down for easy blending. Don't apply it to the lid. You want the tackiness of that eyeshadow primer to really help make the shadows stick. Okay, the 2 shadow palettes I'm personally gonna be snapping together are palette number 8. This one is called 8 Pastel Frost because this color just really caught my eye. I really wanted to incorporate it into a look, but I'm gonna snap it with the complete opposite of pastels. Number 6, which is Smoky. It's gonna pair really well with this blue. You're probably looking at it and you're like, I don't know if this makes sense, Melissa, but trust. And you can combine any of the 8 eyeshadow palettes to your liking, pack them all. Honestly, they're such a great size that they're perfect for travel. I would probably snap all of them together and have 4 compact little palettes. So I'm taking both ends, lining them up, and then snapping them together. Voila. I am going to start with number 6, the Smoky Palette, and I'm gonna start packing this shadow onto the outer and inner corner. Very similar to that look I did for 12 Days of Christmas where I replicated Katie Jane Hughes, I think she calls it the Fembot look. Honestly, I might have to start using this eyeshadow primer for future looks because the way it's gripping the eyeshadow is really nice. Look at that pigment of this eyeshadow, it's beautiful, but also it doesn't feel heavy. So once I've packed on the color, I'm gonna take a blending brush and just soften this out. And I accidentally just grabbed a brush that had some leftover shadow on it from when I previously tried doing this look off camera, so ignore that. This is a matte charcoal color. It's definitely not shimmery. That was my bad. But we are gonna go in with this color right here, which really stood out to me, as well as that blue shade I was showing you guys earlier. I'm gonna take this color, and it's gonna serve as the transition shade between this matte shadow and the blue shadow. So we're packing it on right along the edge of that matte shadow. This is the shadow that had glitter on it that previously was transferring over. And then with my fingertip, I'm gonna really pack on this beautiful shade of metallic blue. And see how perfectly it goes with that dark. Oh yes, it looks so good. That's a great thing about these shadow palettes. If you're really indecisive like me, especially when it comes to packing your eyeshadow palettes, for me, I'm like, oh, I can't take that one, it doesn't have a black shadow in it. Oh, I can't take that one, it doesn't have like the right inner corner highlight. You can really just mix and match these to your preference, which is amazing. And then I'm just blending around the edges. To further intensify the smoky eye, I'm gonna go in with this black shadow right here and pack that onto the outer corner and a tiny bit on the inner corner, using that same brush from before. I don't think this would be a complete smoky eye without a blacker than black waterline, so I'm gonna use this new Fenty Beauty Fly Pencil in the shade Cause I'm Black. It is a very deep shade of black. Let me swatch it for you guys. Also, once you roll this up, it doesn't roll down. Just keep that in mind if you're interested in this pencil. Super creamy, just how I like my black liners. And it's also smudge proof, stays on the waterline, so you can cry your eyes out. Not that I hope that you cry your eyes out, but in case you do, it should stay in place. I'm gonna do like the top part of the eye and brows, and then finish everything up later once I have my face on. Wow, that is super black. It's going on very seamlessly. You can even add a little more up top, so along the lash line, to deepen up that inner and outer corner, and then take that brush and smudge it out. See what a difference that makes? Look at this eye and then this eye. It just adds that little bit of pop that you need to feel complete. The product that I have been dying to use in a New Beauty but got caught up with 12 Days of Christmas and have yet to use it is the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP shade Dark Brown. I think that the brush on this is so unique. Fenty just being so innovative. I'm gonna show you guys the new mascara in a bit that is also really unique. But this is different than any other brow pencil I've seen. Most of the times you get a spoolie. I feel like this is gonna really soften out the product so you get a really natural brush. And then the point is the kind of point that I like in a brow pencil, a really nice fine point. So if I didn't already say, I'm using the shade Dark Brown to fill in my brows, and then we're gonna go in with mascara. This shade of brown is so perfect. I have black eyebrow hairs, but warm brown hair. I know it doesn't look like it on camera, but in natural sunlight, my hair is definitely a dark, chocolatey, warm brown. So I can't use a black brow pencil because on me it looks really unnatural with my hair color. But this is like the perfect shade to kind of bring my eyebrow color and hair color together. I'm using that little brush to soften it out. It looks so good. Brows are looking super fierce. This whole look is looking super fierce. And before I zoom you guys on out, because fun fact, if you didn't know, I do use an actual macro lens. So this is like as detailed as it's gonna get. It's not like a lens that zooms in. So when I zoom you guys out, I have to physically stop, remove the lens, and put my other lens on. It's very complicated for me right now. So while I'm up close and personal, I wanna show you guys the new Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. I already showed this or previewed it on Instagram stories. The day I was wearing it or shooting the stories, I got so many questions about the mascara, and I was like, I don't know if I can tell you guys about it yet because it hadn't launched yet. This mascara is so unique because they say it goes from fat to flat. So basically this brush, if you take a look at it, it looks like it would be this wide all the way around, but it's not. So this is the flat side, this is the fat side. The fat side is going to build, really give you like those luscious, thick, voluminous lashes, and then the flat side really defines them, lengthens them. It allows you to be a little more precise, and then the tip you can really tight line and separate the lashes. So someone like me who loves like those large, fluffy, thickening mascaras, but I'm really picky about the brush, this kind of gives me both worlds in one brush. It's super unique. I've never seen anyone do this before. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use it really quick. The way I like to apply this mascara is I start with the fat side, so the wider side, and I start by
wiggling and sweeping the product onto the lashes, because I find that this way I get the most product on the lash.
I like at least 2 to 3 coats.
Since I don't rely on false lashes, I really want my mascara to amp up my natural lash. So once I have the product on there, I switch to the flat side and then really pull and lengthen those lashes. The flat side also really combs that product that you first applied with the fat side, so that you get these amazing long voluminous lashes that aren't clumpy or flaky.
Because sometimes I'll use a thickening mascara and I'm like, looks like 3 tarantula legs. I don't know what happened there.
And you can flip back and forth. You don't have to like start with the fat side and then only end with the flat side. You can switch back and forth. But at the very, very end, I do like to go in with the tip and just do this to kind of flare out the lashes in whatever direction, which is usually out in this way. So pull them in this direction, separate them.
Here is one last up close look of the eyes, the brows, these lashes. I can't wait to see this whole look come together, so let's work on the face. Okay, moving on to the face. I'm gonna use that same foundation that I used around the eyes, the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation, shade 290. I still think I'm shade 290, pretty sure I'm a lot lighter, but I just love the olive undertone in shade 290 in the Pro Filter Foundation, the first one that ever came out with Fenty Beauty. And then this one, it just has the perfect olive undertone. So if I had to balance it out with concealer, I will afterwards. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this with my fingers and then further blend it out with a sponge. Any type of foundation that's like this, where it's really creamy, I like to just really work it into the skin as if it were a tinted moisturizer, just because I feel like it gives me the best finish and really gives me those hydrating properties of the foundation versus just kind of like patting it on top. Why yes, I'm still shade 290. But the undertone is perfect. Nothing bothers me more than when the undertone is wrong. It can be a little darker, balanced out with concealer, but when the undertone is too pink or too yellow or too ashy, it's really hard to correct. So shout out Fenty shade 290. To balance out this perfectly tan olive undertoned face, I'm gonna use, I think, my final Fenty Beauty product. I mean, I have a lot going on here. Don't lie, if you got a box full of Fenty product, you would throw it all on at once. That's essentially what I'm doing at the moment because I'm just so excited. It's like a kid in a candy store. But I might save some other items for a future New and Beauty video so that I don't like make this all Fenty Beauty. So I'm just gonna go with this concealer right now to balance out my color, and then we might dabble in some other products, but I think this might be it. Maybe a kilowatt highlighter, we'll see. Oh yeah, that's really gonna balance out the color. And we're back to life. I will link this for you guys. I always get so many questions about this, and I've been a huge fan for over a year, almost like 2 years now, that I've been drinking out of gallon water bottles because they really help me keep track of my water intake. All right, to set everything in place, I am going to be using, couldn't find my Laura Mercier powder. I'm gonna use this to set everything in place, the entire face. To bronze, I'm going to be using a combo of a matte hourglass bronzer and a shimmery one. I'm going to be using Nude Bronze Light and also Luminous Bronze Light. I'm not going to be using a blush because I don't want the blush color to take away from this beautiful blue eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze and apply to the general areas, also the cheeks. And then going in with the shimmery one right on the apples of the cheeks. And also just lightly dusting that shimmer onto the other high points of the face before layering on the Kilowatt highlighter. I remember using these in the past. The last one I used was like that deep red one that was for holiday, but this one has like a softer satin finish and then the more intense glossy wet skin look. So this softer side is really great for the center of the face where you don't want to look as shiny but you still want to glow, and this side is great for like the extreme high points of the face, like the cheeks and right above the brow bone. So I'm gonna show you guys how I would do that with this. I'm gonna take a more precise tiny fan brush. I'm gonna pick up the really shimmery side and hold up. I almost forgot, I always like to mist myself just a tiny bit before going with highlighter because it makes it that much more intense versus going on top of powder. So I'm going to use this Cover FX Rose Quartz Defense. These trucks. My home office is not ready yet. Hopefully when it is, I'll make it extremely soundproof. So for now, bear with me, guys. I'm going to use this Cover FX Rose Quartz Defense Crystal Infused Elixir Mist just on the high points. This one is called Lightning Dust Fire Crystal. Don't regret it at all that I'm using yet another Fenty product in this video. And then with the more satin side, I'm gonna use that for the bridge of the nose. See how soft that looks? Oh, yes. Cupid's bow. And a little bit on the chin. Ah, that looks so pretty. I forgot to add a little bit of that bronzer to the sides of my nose, so I'm gonna do that and then finish the rest of this eye look. Wow, do you guys always doubt me when I put on a foundation that's like way too dark and then it looks like this once I'm done with the skin? Have faith in your girl. Okay, I am going to apply the same eyeshadows that are up top to the lower lash line. Grabbing my fly pencil and filling in that lower waterline. Wow, this eyeliner is seriously so good. Like, I didn't have to go through the trouble of warming it up. I usually do that with all my eyeliners, and this one just does the job right out the gate. Wow. And then I'm gonna show you a little trick with the mascara, because you guys know I always have issues with mascaras transferring underneath my eyes. If you do wanna go in with a really black mascara, like Full Frontal Mascara from Fenty Beauty, and you're nervous about it transferring underneath your eyes, make sure you have a spoolie brush on hand and use the very tip of the brush to apply it mainly to the base. So you're not applying it to the tip of the lashes because that can cause it to transfer underneath your eyes. You're just wiggling it right at the base and stopping about halfway through. And then to go that extra step, take that extra bit of precaution to make sure it doesn't transfer, you are gonna grab the spoolie brush and lift from underneath. So that way the lashes are also not touching or dragging underneath your eye. Boom. Pro tip, you heard it here, guys. And for the final step on the eyes, I'm gonna apply that more metallic shade from the Kilowatt highlighter onto the inner corner for an inner corner highlight. For this look, try and stay away from gold toned highlighters, bronzy highlighters. You definitely want something that's more like beigey pink or not too frosted, because frosted can also look really weird unless you are more so on the lighter side. But if you're someone like me that has an olive undertone, anything that doesn't have that beigey or pink undertone to it will translate really frosted and unnatural on the eyes, whereas something with like a pink or beige still looks frosted, but a little more natural. And then I always buff it out after. I'm gonna go ultra nude with the lip and outline first with this Makeup Forever Artist color pencil in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. And then my lip color is gonna be the Charlotte Tilbury Nude Kate lipstick. That wraps up this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's a really cool way to wear a non-conventional pop of color like blue. I think baby blue eyeshadows might scare some people, but this is totally wearable. I would wear this out no problem, paired with a charcoal top, black, or even if you're wearing navy blue. I think this might look really, really nice with that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Definitely check out all the new Fenty items, the Snap Shadows, Full Frontal Mascara, and the Fly Pencil. All of them were amazing. You guys saw them up close and personal. Check it out. Tell Fenty I sent you. I would truly appreciate it. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. Share it with anyone who you think might need a little blue in their life. Not in the sad way, in a good way. And as always, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Mwah. Beige or pink undertone. What is this loud truck outside? Back to what I was saying. Rihanna does not appreciate this.